Hello and welcome to another video where I tell you my sometimes funny, sometimes disturbing dreams. Today's dream is brought to you by Views. Views, if you listen to it enough, it'll fuck up your dreams. So yeah, I had a dream that Drake turned the 6 upside down, and it was not a 9 now, it was a nightmare. Let me explain. So Drake released an album called Views, and I've been listening to it non-stop, and there's a song on there called 9. So go listen to it if you haven't already listened to it. It's great. I love it, but I think my subconscious took it a little too literally.
I can't sleep these days, let me take one.
So with that background history, I will tell you my dream, even though I consider it to be a nightmare. So I had a dream. So in my dream, I'm in the ACC, which is an arena in Toronto. It's packed, but there's no sports playing, and it's just a huge party. Drake is hosting it, and you can see him on the highest level of the arena. He's just sitting there and glowing. He's dressed casually, he's got all his gold chains on, and everybody around him is dressed in tuxedos and ball gowns. So here I am a few levels down, and I'm drinking champagne, and I'm dressed up all nice, laughing, having fun, and then the floor starts to shake. Whoa, whoa, whoa! And it starts to shake more violently, and more and more and more. At first I think it's an earthquake, but then I start feeling the floor tilt, and I realize the ACC is turning, upside down. So all these fancy people are tripping all over the place trying to get out, screaming and everything, and the floor just keeps on tilting more and more and more, and I'm holding onto the door frame, like trying to hold on for dear life. So there's panic everywhere, and I'm starting to be lifted off the floor because it's tilted sideways, and I see this glowing to my right, and in the middle of the ACC is Drake, and he's floating, and it's beautiful.
I heard once that they would rather hear about memories than enemies, rather hear what was and what will be than what is.
Everyone's yelling for the 6 god to save them, but what they don't realize is it's the 6 god who's turning the 6 upside down. It's Drake doing that. He's doing it. So the ACC finishes its tilt, and then it goes completely back over again. Dead bodies everywhere, people are hurt on the ground or injured somehow, and everybody else is running and yelling for their loved ones. Drake is nowhere to be found now. I'm getting up from where I'm crouched on the floor, and then I see these me-sized apes, and they just sit there looking at me. And we just stare at each other for about 2 seconds. And then the one ape that was holding a champagne glass smashes it on the floor, screams, and then attacks. So the people who didn't die during the flip of the 6 are now getting mauled to death by apes. So somehow I managed to get out of the ACC, and as I'm walking out, I noticed that the streets are totally empty. There's no cars, no people, except for the random few that are calling for help. It was so crazy to see that because you never see Toronto empty. So I walk a little ways to the lake, and there on the shore is a black giant Ferris wheel. And there's actually people in there. So I rush to get on and try and figure out how everybody got in there and how they got out of the ACC. And then all of a sudden the doors close and everything starts moving. Oh wait, that's a merry-go-round. So now the huge Ferris wheel thing is going faster and faster and faster and faster and faster until we're all pushed against the walls by the force of it, and then it starts rotating like this, so it's like. And at the end of my dream, the only thing I remember thinking when I woke up was, why Drake, why? It was pretty trippy, and now I have PTSD when I listen to that song.